If this isn't the greatest SUV in its class, then we've been lied to for too long. Today, we're not just talking about cars, we're talking about dominance. We're talking about a name that has for years been a symbol of Asian road power, a symbol of family toughness, a status symbol that doesn't need to shout, but always commands respect. This is the 2026 Toyota Fortuner. The ultimate SUV has arrived. And believe me, this time, everything feels different. I've reviewed many SUVs. I've sat behind the wheel of cars that were said to be revolutionary, that were said to be the most advanced, that were said to be the most comfortable. But rarely has a car had an aura that you can feel even before the engine is started. The 2026 Fortuner has that aura. From the front, its appearance is no longer just dashing, it's intimidating. The grille is bigger, bolder. The LED headlights narrow sharply like the gaze of a fighter ready to enter the ring. The body lines are more defined, more masculine, more mature. This isn't a half-hearted facelift. This is an evolution designed to defend its throne. And when I opened the door, it sounded solid, heavy, reassuring. The interior immediately welcomes you with a much more premium feel than the previous generation. The materials feel softer, neater, and more modern. The large head unit sits upright in the center of the dashboard like a command center. The digital panel is clean, sharp, and informative. This is no longer a ladder frame SUV that feels utilitarian. This is a modern family SUV that doesn't want to be outdone by expensive crossovers. I sit in the driver's seat, adjust my position, close the door, and suddenly the outside world feels far away. The cabin is quieter. The suspension feels smoother. This isn't the Fortuner you used to know as harsh and overly off-road minded. This is a Fortuner that's learning, one that's evolving. Then I press the start button. The engine comes to life with a deep, steady sound. Power is instantaneous, throttle response smoother. Whether you choose the diesel or petrol variant, one thing is clear. The strong character remains, but now more refined, more mature. When cruising around city streets, the car feels stable. Steering is more precise. Body roll feels more controlled. And when I took it out of town, over bumpy roads, potholes, even light dirt tracks, that's where its true DNA came into play. The 2026 Fortuner wasn't afraid. It didn't hesitate. It seemed to say, "Is that all?" This is why so many people continue to choose the Fortuner despite the constant emergence of competitors. Because behind all the features and gimmicks, there's one thing that can't be faked: confidence. And speaking of features, this time Toyota isn't really stingy. The active safety systems are even more comprehensive. Adaptive cruise control, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, a 360-degree camera. All of them feel like the new standard, not an added luxury. It's not just about looking sophisticated, but truly making the driving experience more peaceful. Is this the perfect SUV? Nothing is perfect. Is this the SUV with the best balance between prestige, toughness, features, and resale value? That's a much more interesting question. Because ultimately, choosing an SUV isn't just about horsepower or screen size. It's about taste. It's about conviction. It's about when you park your car and take a quick glance before you drive away because you know you like what you see. And today, as I stand away and look at the 2026 Fortuner in the sunset, I can say one thing with certainty. Toyota isn't playing it safe. They're defending their empire. Now the question for you, is this truly the greatest SUV ever made? Or is it just a repolished old legend? Let's discuss your thoughts in the comments, because one thing is for sure, the 2026 Fortuner isn't here to be mediocre.